Hi guys, Ken Lusk here with MyStarReport.com with this latest edition of my video for world predictions. This period is going to focus on the 18th of July through the 25th of July. I'm going to do regular predictions also for the 14th through the 25th, but the window of the 18th through the 25th is special because we have a total eclipse of the sun coming up on the 21st. The 27th is when, the 22nd is where they're going to see it in Asia. We're not going to be able to see it in this part of the world, but some pretty amazing events are going to come up. My predictions were, of course, a lot of them came to be from my last predictions. We had problems with space. NASA had a lot of problems launching the shuttle. They never did launch it. I think they canceled that like 5 times. There was that big quake in China, in Yunnan, China, that affected more than 40,000 people. Hurricane Carlos is still off the coast of Baja, and there's another hurricane that's been developing out there. Right now it's still a tropical depression. And we even saw a prediction I posted the other day come true already for major increase in transportation accidents, public transportation. We saw that jetliner unfortunately crash this morning in Iran. They believe all 168 passengers are dead. And these things affect our lives. This is one of the reasons I post stuff like this. For instance, when you're making arrangements to travel by plane, make sure that you do it on a positive moon phase and not a negative moon phase, because the stars don't care. It doesn't matter what your karma is. It doesn't matter what your destiny is. If you make the mistake of making your travel arrangements on a negative moon cycle, usually something's going to go wrong. We all hope it's not something as dramatic as an air crash, but there's usually some kind of problems associated with your travel if you make travel arrangements on the negative moon. Taking a look at the 14th through the 24th for the regular predictions, of course I already mentioned that. Major increase in traffic accidents and transportation accidents involving cars, trains, and all other forms of public transportation. We've already seen that happen. And the 18th through the 25th, more earthquakes, possible tsunami always goes with that, hurricanes, and nature's destructive forces. The earthquakes just don't want to stop. They keep coming. Even today, New Zealand had a big earthquake. It was a 7.something, 7.2 or 7.3. Crazy. It's just going to keep rolling. The 18th through the 25th, these are my solar eclipse predictions. This one's kind of out there, but I had to do it. End of life for Fidel Castro. Possible heart failure. Dramatic news in the U.S. regarding home, family, food, land, jobs, security, health, and transformation of public programs and shared resources. God knows we need more of that, right? Possible death for public figures. The end or beginning of an important part of life for many Americans. I think we're going to see some pretty devastating events during this period because of the solar eclipse. Although, for the large part, it is going to vitalize a lot of us on a personal basis. It's just going to have a negative effect in the mundane world. Mining collapse or drilling accident. More deep political secret surface. Here in Phoenix, Arizona, where it is blazing hot these days, where I think we're going to be in the news for shocking weather. That could be drought, or it could be what I think. I think it's going to be flooding, nature's destructive forces affecting homes, land, family, and buildings. Either way, it's going to be nature's destructive forces. Possible power outages, which a lot of people may say, well, it's not a big deal, but out here in the middle of the desert, when it's 113 degrees, yeah, If you don't have any power, you don't have any air conditioning. And remember, this is a retirement community for a large part out here, so we have a lot of elderly people out here who are vulnerable in a situation like that with no air conditioning when it's so hot. Dramatic, shocking, explosive events in Los Angeles affecting homes, structure, families, food, possible fires and or earthquake. Hollywood is going to be receiving dramatic, shocking, explosive events. Also, Law and Justice served in Hollywood, and elevated activity of fringe groups and fringe individuals in Los Angeles during this period. Shocking events in North Korea. I wish I could be more specific, but the thing is, if I'm more specific, we're unlikely to hear about it anyway, because the news in North Korea is, of course, state-controlled, so it's hard to verify these things. So I'm just going with shocking events in North Korea. And all eyes focus on social health issues, major problems in Palestine with social health. www.mystarreport.com. Visit my website, take a look at my monthly specials, take advantage on finding out how these eclipses are going to affect you in the near future. And the eclipse of the sun here is going to affect our charts for the next 6 years. You might want to know how that affects you. So take advantage of my monthly special and an eclipse, a feature that I have added to it for a very, very meager fee. Thanks for watching. Until next time, Lusk out.